great house at Collinwood, at the turn of the century, two people struggle to find out who they really are. One has a name she feels no right to. The other has a new face and is a terrifying stranger, even to himself.
Where am I? What is this place? Why have I come here? Who am I? Don't know. Don't know this place. Why am I here?
Shadow of the night, falling silently, echo of the past, calling me to you, haunting memory, veiled in misty glow. Judith! Judith, be quiet.
Who are you? How do you know me?
I'm Quentin.
Quentin?
Where are you going?
Let go of me.
Judith, you mustn't get anyone.
Let go of me, I'm afraid.
Don't be afraid of your own brother.
You're not my brother, you're not Quentin.
I am Quentin.
Stop saying that. What do you want?
Help. They're after me.
Who?
The police.
I don't understand. Who are you? How do you know who I am? Why are you here?
This is my home. Quentin. I am Quentin. What happened to her?
You saw her.
Of course. She looked like someone I knew.
You saw her. You did see her.
I don't understand.
Get away from her! Don't touch her! Who are you? What do you want here?
Don't shoot him.
No prowler is going to come onto my property.
He saw her. He saw Minerva.
Nonsense, Judith. There was no one to see.
Yes. He saw her. She was coming at me with a knife. He saw her and he tried to go after her and she disappeared.
Rather gallant for a prowler.
He wasn't a prowler. He said he was Quentin.
Oh, he said he was Quentin.
Yes.
Now, Judith, did he look like Quentin to you?
No. But he said he was Quentin. I don't know why he said that. But he saw her. That means I'm not mad, doesn't it?
Poor Judith. Obviously, the prowler has upset you a great deal.
He wasn't a prowler. He was...
Quentin, yes. I know. You told me. Perhaps if you take some of this medicine, Judith, you'll feel better.
I don't want anything. I'm sane. I'm sane.
Of course you are, Judith. You're just overwrought. With the proper kind of rest, you will soon be my own Judith again.
I don't need rest. I'm all right, I tell you. Ah!
What's the matter, Judith?
She's come back.
Minerva?
Yes, she's right there. Surely you can see her. He saw her.
How odd it is, Judith. I don't see her. Yet a stranger who claims to be Quentin does. Ah, yes. It is odd.
She's coming towards me.
Is she carrying her knife again?
No, she has her sewing.
What is it, Judith? What do you want of Minerva?
She wants something of me.
Is it that life is so terrible with me that you envy her escaping it? Envy her eternal rest? Death? Tell me, Judith, please.
Make her stop staring at me.
Perhaps if you take your medicine, then she will stop.
Let someone else answer the door. I don't want to be alone.
Now, Judith, the sedative will start working in a moment.
I think she still has her knife. She's hiding it.
Now, Judith, stop it. You're carrying this much too far. Now, I want you to sit here until I come back. Do you understand? Now, Judith, I forbid you to leave this room.
I don't want to be alone.
It's for your own good.
The Wolfman has escaped from jail.
Escaped?
The countryside is swarming with police. Have they been here yet?
No.
I think that he might come here. This is where he's been seen most frequently.
We did have a visitor a while ago.
Who?
A prowler. Judith found him in the drawing room. She said he saw Minerva.
That's bad.
I thought so too at first. Did you bring the paper?
Yes, I did.
Excellent. Excellent.
You don't think it's too early to get her to sign?
You won't be so cautious, my dear Evan, after you see her.
But you say that the prowler saw Minerva. What did she think of that?
She is beyond thought, poor lady. She said the prowler said he was Quentin.
She did.
Yes, I think we can begin the next part of our plan. It's time to better my fortune.
It's time to better our fortunes, Trask.
I told you I would take care of you, didn't I?
I am not a fool. You think I'd rely on only your word?
I am a man of the cloth.
Well, I wouldn't go into that if I were you. What I would do is come to my quarters tonight.
Very well, I will come. When all that is done is done.
Dear Judith, my poor client. She waited so long to marry, and when she did, she got you to take care of her. You know, I find it hard to believe that she will accept these blatant falsehoods you're suggesting, Trask.
You will when you see her.
But she has seen Edward only recently. She was at Carl's funeral. Do you really expect that she will believe that the world is suddenly upside down?
If we tell her so, yes. What's the trouble, Judith?
She's coming at me with a knife.
Judith.
Heaven, can't you see her?
See who?
Minerva, right there. She's putting her knife down. She sat down.
Perhaps she'll take up her sewing again. Judith says sometimes she sews.
You really do think you see Minerva, don't you, Judith?
Heaven, can't you see her, can't you?
I wish I did, Judith, for your sake.
Quentin saw her.
Quentin is away.
He told me he was Quentin. I heard him. And I do see her. Unless I'm...
Mad? No, Judith, you're not mad. You're just burdened. Now, Evan here has a paper that will lift a great deal of that burden from you as soon as you sign it.
I can't read anything right now.
Now, there's no need to read it, Judith. Just sign it.
You must trust us. We are the only ones you have, Judith.
Oh, I must discuss it with Edward first.
Edward. Did she say Edward?
You see, it gets worse all the time.
Yes, I said Edward. Why shouldn't I discuss it with Edward?
Judith, Edward is dead.
No, he isn't.
Yes, he is, Judith.
Carl,
He died in Bangor.
Carl is dead.
Carl is in Europe.
Carl is in Europe. Edward is...
Dead.
Dead, Judith.
Why don't I remember? What's happening? Everything is going to pieces. I want it to stop.
Judith, it will stop when you sign the paper.
Sign the paper.
She keeps staring at me. She's watching and waiting. What is she waiting for?
Judith, sign the paper. That is the only way I can make you stop seeing this phantom that doesn't exist. Sign the paper, Judith. Sign the paper. There, it's done. Thank you, Evan. Let me walk you to the door.
Goodbye, Judith. I do hope that you feel better soon.
You will start the ceremony soon?
As soon as I get home.
Good. Our creation has served us very well.
Very well indeed.
Master of Collingwood. And with this paper, no one can dispute me.
Master of Collinwood, as long as she remains
Ill. She will remain ill for a long, long time. That I can promise you. Judith, dear Judith.
Winter comes early this year. I hate snow, Carl. I don't want to play in the snow. It's quiet, like death. Edward's dead. Did you know that, Carl? I don't remember. Don't bury me in the snow, Carl. Don't bury me. Don't bury me alive.
Spirit of darkness. I am content with you. Spirit of darkness. I now leave you in peace and permit you to retire. So be it without noise and with no further evil.
We must go.
She will go.
At once, do you hear me? I've dismissed her. Good ladies' maids are hard to find. She must go. She talks nonsense.
Can you hear her talking?
She says to beware of the berries in the early spring. They can be poisonous. In the winter, the snows are deep. Send her away at once, or I will dismiss you. Do you hear me? Please hear me. She frightens me.
Spirit of darkness, I now dismiss you. And you must do as I say, for it is I who have summoned you. Disobey, and I will smite you eternally with the blasting rod of the great Ariel and Johavan. be gone.
She's going to do something to me. She thinks I stole from her. Make her go away. Make her go away.
Judith? Judith? Look at me, Judith.
She's gone.
Yes. Now I must go, too.
No. No, you mustn't leave me here. I don't like this place.
Now, you must stay here, Judith, for a while.
No. You can't leave me here. It frightens me.
Judith?
No,
Judith,
no!
why are you doing this? Why do you make it so difficult for me to help you? I try to help you and you become more and more impossible. Next thing you know, Minerva will be back. And Rachel, too. And Dirk. And all the dead.
Done. And done quickly. I like that.
It couldn't have worked more smoothly. The Spectre disappeared shortly after we reached the tower.
You don't suppose that poor, dear, dead Edward will object?
What good would it do him? I am the lady's husband and sole guardian of the estate. Unless, of course, your paper has a loophole in it.
It doesn't. Now, as to my share, I have drawn up another little paper here.
It's too much.
You must admit that my contribution to Judith's present condition was very important and flawlessly carried out.
All right. I'll give you what you want, providing you continue to help me if I need help.
What kind of help?
If she should begin to regain her senses, I would want you to bring Minerva back. Not only Minerva, but Rachel, perhaps, and Dirk. I warned her that it might happen if she didn't get hold of herself. She could create a whole room full of spirits. Remember what I said.
Remember what I want.
As agreed. Good night.
Good night. Who's that? Quentin. Quentin! Quentin. Yes, I recognize.
What do you recognize?
Nothing.
Liar! You recognize the mark of that cursed hand. But it changed you back. I knew it would. That's why I came here. And it wasn't easy. The place is filled with police. They're looking for that animal. And they'll find him, too. And it frightens me to think what they're going to do to him. That freak. That hideous, unnatural being. Eben, you got to help me.
Of course I will. What do you need? Food? Money? Let me give you a drink.
I didn't come here for some drink. I came here so that the hand could change me back, too.
Well, then you will have to go someplace else.
You mean you don't have it?
I do not have it.
Then how did you get
I
changed?
don't know. It just happened.
Liar, you know how it happened.
Quentin, I swear to you that I... What are you doing?
You don't have the hand, and you shouldn't mind my looking, huh?
Oh, I mind. Now,
Stop it now! Stop it! Stop me! You got the hand, Evan, and I'm going to find out where. Who's there?
I'll take the hand, Mr. Collins. Now.